They will be coming off. So people are not, well, we all are going to die. So for heaven's sakes.
I can't stop thinking about who plays her in the movie. Those comments have reverberated all across our nation's politics, seeping into culture, but nowhere more so than in Iowa, where they've now earned Senator Joni Ernst a Democratic challenger for her Senate seat next November. Yesterday, Iowa State Representative J.D. Scholten, who also is currently a minor league baseball pitcher, announced his candidacy, which he called a spur-of-the-moment decision after hearing Ernst's comments. Take a look.
I wasn't planning on doing this right now, but I just can't sit on the sidelines after Joni's recent town hall justifying gutting Medicaid because we're all going to die. I'm a baseball playing, Monopoly busting, beer drinking, Bible reading, working class, proud prairie populace who is sixth generation Iowan from right here in Sioux City. Ultimately, this race is not about Joni Ernst, and it's not about me. It's about the people in Iowa who deserve better.
Joining us now is Democratic Iowa State Representative J.D. Scholten. Also joining me and Alex at the table, host of the Independent Americans podcast, founder and CEO of Independent Veterans of America, Paul Rieckhoff is here. I want to talk to you about baseball, but I won't. Let me ask you about jumping into this race against Joni Ernst.
Yeah, you know, how do you make God laugh? Have a plan. And so on Friday, when all the comments were going social media and going viral, I was actually on my way to a funeral of a family friend and activist in Sioux City. And Senator Harkin, whose seat used to be that one, was attending that funeral. And so at that funeral, that's when I just felt that call to do more. And I was thinking about this race, but then just as the weekend progressed, that horrible and disrespectful apology, that's when I was like, game on, let's do this.
I mean, Iowa used to be a little bit more of a swing state than it is now, and so I spent a good deal of time there. And what Iowans seem to value, and I want you to correct me if I'm wrong at all, is I don't have to agree with everything that you're saying to me, but don't mock me and don't make a mockery of your seat. And it seems like the first thing was callous and dumb thing to say, everyone's going to die, but she was being confronted by an angry constituent. It seems like what might have fallen more flat in Iowa is the walk through the cemetery, basically trolling everyone who thinks it's a joke to take people off Medicaid.
That's exactly right. And, you know, we've been having town halls all across this state right now on this particular issue. And even on the ground, you're hearing people call her Joni Hearst. It's not Iowa. It's pretty disrespectful. And, you know, we're seeing the outcry from just the level of support has been absolutely amazing all across Iowa. And so that's why we're really excited. And I mean, I've been in the race just a couple of days, and we've already seen a rating change. And we've seen a poll that came out earlier today that showed a generic Democrats within 2. Well, I've outperformed the top of the ticket in every single race I've been in, including in 2018 when we took a Trump plus 27 district and got within 3 points of Steve King.
Okay, so you're also a baseball player. You describe yourself as a Bible reading, beer drinking, all sorts of other things that I feel are brand enhancing. Talk about your biography, what you bring.
You know, I'm definitely not a traditional politician by any means. I got into politics because my grandmother on her deathbed said, you got to take care of the farm. And within a year, I was running for Congress against Steve King. And my one goal was to get a used Winnebago RV and just go nonstop. We named it Sioux City Sue, and we hope to bring that back, Sioux City Sue 2.0, so we can really get out there to all 99 counties. You know, life's coming at me a little bit fast right now. It's a little bit different because I'm playing professional baseball. I got activated on Sunday. I threw last night for the first time in relief, and first batter I faced with 2 outs and a guy on first and second, and I got a strikeout and just felt the world just come off my shoulders. And so my teammates are supportive. The folks across Iowa have all been supportive. This has just been an amazing week.
I mean, that's a high stakes position at any level, and certainly at that high of a level. Tell me what lessons from being a reliever in that situation you can bring to your Senate run.
Oh, I mean, it's clear that the Democrats have had a struggle attracting younger voters, especially younger men. And so I talk to my teammates every day. I want to know what they care about, but I also want to know how the things that I'm passionate about, how to talk about it in a way that they are interested in it. And so they've been so supportive. The whole Explorers have been so supportive. And so it's just one of those things where in order to win this race, just a Democratic wave is probably not going to do it. We have to be more than that. And how do we bring people into our coalition? I feel that's one of the strengths of my campaign, and I have a track record to prove that.
What is your strategy, and how will you juggle the baseball season and your campaign?
Well, first, the primary is over a year away, so like we got a long time, and campaigns are far too long. So right now, every federal race out there is trying to grab people's attention. This is just another way that we're trying to draw people's attention while I continue to do something I'm extremely passionate about. It's going to help the race because the first few months I get to focus on fundraising, play baseball at night, and then on our off days, we're going to go all across the state. And then we're going to raise enough money to get Sioux City Sioux 2.0, our campaign Winnebago, and just go nonstop. And we're going to have a massive 99 county tour in the fall. And that's what I'm most excited about, when you just get out there and talk to people.
When you talk to people in either of your capacities, you know, on the field as a minor league player or as a state representative and now as a candidate, what are you hearing from people in Iowa?
I mean, people are frustrated with the status quo, and that's clearly like most of Iowa has not bounced back since the 2008 economic crisis. You know, there's our pockets that are doing really well, but the majority of the state, we're losing population. We have an extractive economy. You know, we have farming and agriculture is top dog in Iowa, and you have these huge multinational corporations squeezing farmers both on the input side and on the market side, and it's really hollowing out a lot of our rural communities. And so we talk about like this Medicaid bill or the cuts that might happen. That's going to devastate. I mean, not only kicking people off their health insurance, it's going to crush rural hospitals. It's going to crush rural nursing homes. And so that's one thing that's at the forefront of everybody.